Once upon a time, in a peaceful little village surrounded by green fields, there lived an old woman named Grandma Tara. Her hair was silver like moonlight, and her wrinkled face carried the warmth of countless smiles. But what everyone loved most about her were her eyes bright, kind, and full of life. Though she lived alone in a tiny cottage under a great banyan tree, her husband long gone, and no more children by her side, Grandma Tara never complained. Every morning, she would sit beneath the tree, chatting with villagers, laughing with children, and offering gentle words of comfort to anyone who needed them. Life in the village was not easy. Some people toiled in the fields, some crafted furniture, and the others sold goods in the small marketplace. But sometimes, the rain refused to fall, crops would wither, and the hope would fade. Illnesses came and went, and with them, fear and sorrow. One cloudy afternoon, a young woman named Radha came running to Grandma Tara, her eyes swollen with tears. "My husband went to the city to find work," Radha cried. "But it's been months, no letter, no more money. My children are hungry. I'm scared, Grandma. What if he never comes back?" Grandma Tara gently took her hand and sighed. "Sit, my child. Tell me, what do you think will happen?" Radha wiped her tears. "You feel like bad things are waiting for me. What if he can't find work? What if he's forgotten us?" The old woman smiled softly. "Radha, when we fill our minds with dark thoughts, the world feels darker. But when we choose to think of good things, our hearts grow lighter, and sometimes, good things really do follow." "But Grandma," Radha whispered, "how can you think good thoughts when everything feels so bad?" Grandma Tara chuckled gently. "Let me tell you a story. Long ago," she began, "there was a poor man who had lost everything: no food, no more family, no more shelter. One day, he sat by a river and cried. An old woman came to him and asked, 'Why are you crying, my son?' He sighed, 'Because I have nothing.' 'How can he be happy like this?' The woman smiled and pointed around. 'You have the river that sings beside you, the trees that give you shade, and the sun that warms your skin. You have life, and that is enough to begin again.' The man looked around, and for the first time, he saw beauty where he once saw nothing. From that day on, he began to live differently, not because his luck changed, but because his thoughts did." Grandma Tara looked at Radha and sighed. "Do you see, my dear? That man's life didn't change by magic. It changed because he started seeing hope instead of despair. When we think positively, our hearts find strength, and the strength brings change." Radha sat quietly for a moment and asked, "Can my thinking really change my life too?" "Yes, my child," Grandma Tara sighed warmly. "When you wake each morning, say to yourself, 'Today will be a good day.' That thought will give you courage to work, to laugh, and to hope. But if you let fear guide you, it will steal your strength." Radha nodded slowly. "I understand, Grandma. I'll try." "That's all you need to do," Grandma Tara smiled. "Try." Days turned into weeks. Every morning, Radha whispered, "Today will be a good day." She worked hard, cared for her children, and prayed with faith. One bright morning, a letter arrived. It was from her husband. He had found work in the city and was sending money home. Tears of joy filled Radha's eyes. She ran to the banyan tree and hugged Grandma Tara tightly. "You were right," Radha sighed, laughing through her tears. The old lady smiled, her eyes twinkling. "You see, my dear, when we think good thoughts, we invite good things into our lives. Problems will always come, but a hopeful heart can overcome them all." Word of Grandma Tara's wisdom spread across the village. People began visiting her with their troubles, and she always gave the same simple advice: "Think good thoughts, and good will come." From that day on, the villagers found new strength in their hearts. They had learned something precious: the quiet but powerful magic of positive thinking.